Hey, I'm glad you're back today. We're talking about I Won't Back Down by Tom Petty. It's a chord scale or chord melody, and we're just going to kick it. So we're moving from a slide from 2 to 4, and we're sliding from 2 to 4 on the G string, and then we're rolling up to the B string. And then we're dropping the low E string and sliding into the E minor triad, up on the D, G, and B strings on frets 5, 4, and 5. And then I'm using a specific fingering for this for a reason, because if I don't use this fingering 1, 2, and 3 for the D over G F sharp chord here, I'm going to have trouble getting to that next chord, that G chord, that G9, or G sus2 that I'm hammering on to that fourth finger on the G string, right? So it's a little bit of a challenge. Let's take a look from the beginning. Oh, if I use my fourth finger there, I'm really going to run into some trouble. So I'm going to remember to use my third finger. You use what you like, what works for you. And then we play that root note on fret 3 on the low E string on the G chord again on beat number 2 of the next bar. And then we use that same note as 1, 2, 3, and 4, and walk up to the low E string again, where we up to that, sort of D with F sharp in the bass, and then we open 2 middle strings, and then we drop that G5 chord in there, and then we play that G note again on beat number 2 for 2 beats, and then we slide into the 4, and then we stand at the and then we move down to C, add 6, open B, and then open G, and then we do this 2 open on the D string, and then we drop the low E string, and then we slide up to frets 5 and 4 on the 2 middle strings. You could use all downstrokes because this is such a slow tempo, right? And then we basically do the same thing that we would do if we were starting the song, to kind of recap through the A section. Only this time we move up to 1, 2, right? So we're sliding up to that E minor once again, and then we're sliding, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, and so we're using that stretch from finger 3 to finger 1 between the G or the D and G strings, and then we slide, drop that bomb again, we'll use all downstrokes again, slide, then we move. So we're starting with that E minor, then we move that fourth finger, remove it from the B string, opening that 3rd fret on the B, and then we come right back down to the 4th fret on the G, then the D chord with the F sharp in the bass, very cool stuff. Then we move up to the B section, which is C chord, 2, 3, and then move back to the G chord, and then the D with the F sharp and the bass shows up again. This time we use and 2, and 3, 4. We have this really cool reverse rake on the string set. And 2, and 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, 4. Then we go back to the C, and then we have this really cool walk up, That's pretty much the song, right? So if you wanted to see the whole thing in action, I'll ship a link to the full performance of the song in the description below, and you can see where this transcription actually came from. And thanks again for sticking around and looking at some really meaningful stuff on the guitar. And if you wanted to watch some more meaningful stuff on the guitar, you could check out this video over here. And until next time, I hope you enjoy yourself playing the guitar, and happy picking.